I'm in the car with George. He's being silly, but he has no idea what's going on. Well, we're going to the pet store. We're going to go to the pet store, and we're going to get George a new collar, and I'm meeting up with DTS, my sub, who I love and adore, and I'm picking up a leash and a collar for DTS. So this should be fun for our private, personal enjoyment. Now, I have so many things I want to talk about. I'm itchy, and I got my George with me. He's going to be curious George right now because he has no idea what's going on. And I'm going to turn this light off, and we're going to start driving and go to the pet store. And we're going to cover a couple different things here. So it's going to be dark until there's lights on me. And I have a couple topics written on a napkin, actually, that were on my phone. And I do have a handy dandy notepad that's going to go in my car for good. However, I have totally left it in my purse, and I only brought a few little things with me so I can take care of this. Now, DTS is totally the person I was talking about earlier, and DTS stands for Dying to Serve. He's actually well known in the Dom sub community because he has served so many different people in the past. However, we are super best friends, and the closest I can compare our relationship to is Vanity Sub and Coral, Mistress Coral, who actually passed away from cancer. We are super duper tight, and we love another, and we're great friends, and we love to play amongst the BDSM world, and it's been a very pleasurable experience, to say the least. So that's exciting to be meeting in Georgia, and we're gonna go see The Shape of Water for a third time. Why can't I just drive with my light on? Is this really that illegal? God only knows. Now, yes, it's like distracting. I can't really, or maybe that would help, huh? Turn my lights on. Maybe I can do both now. Hey, learning experience. So, my nose keeps itching. I would love to know the spiritual meaning of like the nose and everything else. I have so many things I'm dealing with. I almost like don't even know where to begin. And this may not be the best time or place, especially with all the other things that were already addressed. I mean, it does all correlate. It's going, I don't know. I was going to say it's going to be a while before I can cross the way. However, I can go halfway, as you know, this great entrance of getting out. I feel bad that you can't see me a little bit. At the same time, it's kind of comforting. Where do I begin? Let's put the light back on, and let's find that napkin. It's here in my hand. I'm getting all nervous. I'm like crumbling it up. I feel like some other things need to be talked about before I get into this. Like how BDSM is actually a healthy outlet for people. Even people who are married. Like, we have all these things we suppress and nature tells us, and we have a hard time dealing with. And basically, BDSM world allows us to get that stuff out and to entertain our fantasies with someone that makes us feel safe. And that's also going to tie into some other things. I'm desperately trying to get out. However, like, all these things are blocking me and not making it a pleasurable experience, and I'm kind of like stuck here right now. My intuition keeps telling me to talk about the woman I was disclosing about earlier. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Is it safe to go? Like, I'm gonna go. Gosh. So, I mean, I don't really have much else to about that other than the fact that I hope she does what she needs to be happy. And I'll probably address this later at another time, actually, once I can actually have the time to read all of her paragraphs of text messages where she tried to basically say that she didn't tell this man all my information and basically how he went through her telephone. Now, with her already habitually lying to me about all the other things, how can I even believe that? And even if he did go through her telephone, now, how shady is that on your part? Why would you not keep that safe? Why would you allow that? Like, how many of my submissives are married and manage to keep everything else in my life sacred, and safe is what I'm trying to say, both of those words together. Now, all of this relates to healing and how I'm meant to be a healer. And it's been kind of hard how to connect the dots. However, it's going to be my pleasure to bring these things to fruition. Is this not even the napkin? Oh, it is. Okay. So, the first thing is about how something that's brought up is about how many times you don't know what to call us. You don't understand our relationship. Now, some of you want to automatically label yourselves as submissive and automatically go into that characteristic. However, there is another word for you, and I haven't necessarily come up with an exact term. It's in essence where you're under my angel wing, you can say. And another thing on this list is actually about how you don't know why you feel this way, you don't know why you're drawn to my energy, is basically what it is. You don't understand. Now, when you're around my presence, I am at a high vibrational energy, which automatically comes into your energetic force field and encourages you to basically raise your vibration. And yes, there's going to be feelings of love and feelings of sometimes vulnerability, because all these things and emotions are arising to the surface that have been kept in secret and in depth within yourself that you didn't even know yourself, kind of thing. And a huge thing for massage therapists and healers is sometimes sexual energy will arise. And yeah, you might get extremely turned on when thinking of me or being around me, and I do have that very powerful essence. Yet as a healer, it's our job to keep you safe, because you are in a vulnerable position that is going to cause you to feel this way. And so it's my job to maintain the position and keep it professional and keep you going on a path of healing and where you don't get confused. See, I believe that there's actually a lot of women who have the same gifts that I do, you can say, and even men, and where they will use their powers for bad and use this spiritual gift to get people into a position where they are sexual, they are vulnerable, and they basically throw themselves at you because of how you're treating them and how good you are to them, and you may feel entitled to their surrender. However, it is your job to keep them safe and to address permanent and safe correction. George is walking all over me. I would like to check this one more time and see if there's anything else I'm missing. I mean, I almost feel like I should keep going into this relationship stuff. I understand. Yes, baby. It's like, it's a strong connection, And one of the main things that comes to mind is the Sidhe Leanan, Sidheleanan. Those are two separate words, and I believe I spelled that correctly. It's a Gaelic. It is in some aspects almost a fairy, and I am a muse, you could call me. I am someone who is meant to help your journey, and being in my youth and a beginner, it is hard to create the fine lines of the price to charge for such experiences. I guess that's why a lot of people that do what I do, they work on a by donation experience. Now, this is something completely separate than what I charge for my modeling and my producing videos and for all the other things I do, juggling, mermaiding, you know, all that other stuff. It's easy to create a set rate. However, it's hard to judge that energetic transfer, which it shouldn't be that hard. However, I guess I could reflect on all the people that I've seen and compare what other people have charged me. It's usually about $120, which I realize is actually kind of funny now that I actually just put the numbers together. I have paid more before. However, I don't want to charge as much as I can. I understand that you see me as, you know, I'm the Findom and I'm naturally good at what I do. However, that doesn't mean I want to take advantage of everybody. However, I do enjoy the fantasy of those, and I do engage with those who do like to talk about, you know, giving everything and eating nothing but bread and water. I've totally played and discussed like that before. And that was fun, and it may not have been a realistic thing that was occurring. However, the emails exchanges were pretty hot, and it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a fun time. Now, I feel like I need to give you some parting words about reminding you how I love you and how I'm here to help you. However, again, you have to be open to refinement and admit when you fuck up. I mean, it's not that hard. Perhaps it is. I guess it is. It's hard to come out. It's difficult and challenging to come out and to say, I fucked up. It's hard to say, I did something that the world wouldn't find pleasant. It's been discussed today that today's ultimate word is truth, and that is the subject of today. And that also boils down to everything else that is a part of my journey when I say that I am a truth seeker, and I pursue to share with you about the Federal Reserve and about the corruption and alien existence and all the other conspiracy theories that attract me. I want nothing but the best for you. I know I have so much to offer you and so much more to teach you if you're willing. And I want you to know that I'm in this with you, most of all. We are feeding off one another, and I am a magical channeler. If you are open to ask questions and sometimes even ask me things that you would ask the universe, kind of thing, like, why did this happen? I mean, obviously I require some more information than that. However, I am a very powerful intuitive. I am the queen of clubs, which is kind of ironic when it boils down to my moon sign. It's kind of interesting, actually. I wonder how that all correlates with the cards and stuff. I'd have to do my homework. Oh, guys, I have to go in this pet store. I'm going to bring George into the very store where I purchased him. I'm pretty excited right now, and I'm very excited for my journey. And if you really love me, you'll be happy that I'm basically being happy, no matter what I'm doing, even if I was murdering people. I know that's awful. That's the juggalo in me talking. Know that I love you very much.